Hey Queen, let's talk about how focusing too much on what's popular instead of just showing up as your authentic self online could potentially hurt your brand. Here's what sparked the conversation. The other day, I posted a video about how the more you show up as yourself online and curate and create content that allows people to see you, to learn about you, to fall more and more deeply in love with your brand, the better off you are. And I got a really great comment from Wildflower Wanderlust. She said, I've definitely been trying to create more content that is authentically me, thus allowing an honest view. Sometimes it's difficult because so much of popular imagery is very bright and cheery, and my vibe is darker and moody. I can completely identify with that and relate to it. When I first started with Black Girl PR, in fact, if you scroll down, you'll see uh, um, because I come from a corporate background, I've always worked in corporate, and because I have always represented brands as opposed to use my own voice, it took me a while to find my own voice and be able to just express myself as Black Girl PR instead of all the, the layers that I had to. I guess instead of all the layers that I had to add onto my own self and personality in order to sound like other people. So I get that. And I also get that when you see what other people are responding to online, it feels like that's what you need to do in order to be successful and popular. But here are some of the risks of going with what's popular as opposed to taking the time to explore how you're comfortable expressing yourself and how you want to appear online. So if you focus on what's popular and just do that, you're going to end up just looking like everybody else. If you look like everybody else, then the only thing consumers will have to uh, compare you against when they want to pick between you and other people online doing something similar to you is price, right? Um, they're just going to go for price because it won't be immediately obvious what the difference is in terms of value. And when you're competing with others and the major factor is price, you get into situations where consumers want to haggle with you and negotiate and those kinds of things, and you don't even want to go there because it's just it's a black hole. It's a black hole. Um, Another thing is you essentially become invisible, right? Because if you look like everybody else, then the consumers who actually would be able to relate to you and who would enjoy you as your like bold, bright, dark, moody, gloomy, like whatever authentic self, they won't even be able to see you because that isn't showing through, right? So people who can actually relate to your message won't be able to find you. And finally, you run the risk of sending consumers mixed messages, right? Because you're showing up as yourself one day and then you're just doing what everybody else is doing the other day. So people won't really know who you really are, right? So basically, if your marketing is confusing because people can't tell who you really are, and you aren't really giving them something to connect to that they can trust, then they're probably going to bounce and go with a brand that doesn't have an experience that confuses them. If you want to get into creating and curating content that speaks to your mission, your values, and that helps you show up as authentically you in a way that allows people to connect with you in a way that attracts people to your brand, then take a look at my free case study video. It is how to get publicity without breaking the bank. It's the first link in my bio. All you have to do is enter your best email address and you'll get instant access to the video.